live and with you to you. Paper Chops, like, comment, and subscribe.
You are good to enjoy the game. And so this afternoon, let's see how the two coaches will fare. KG encounter between Costa Papic and a man who has handled Accra Hearts of Oak before, Coach Hoffman. Let's see how the permutations will turn out here this afternoon.
Well, Prince, it's a golden clash here at the Golden City Park in Berekum. The pressure, of course, is on Chelsea to win at all costs. Can they defy all the odds and recover from that embarrassing defeat at Ejinase? These are all questions being asked here. But for Accra Hearts of Oak, they are in devastating and scintillating form here. They come into the game in a buoyant mood. Of course, their coach says he wants all 3 points. Can they break that jinx? It's been a long time since Accra Hearts of Oak won here at the Berekum Golden City Park. The last time they came here, they were thrashed 3-0 by Berekum Chelsea.
And so this afternoon, Accra Hearts of Oak are bringing on the best of arsenals that they have, despite the fact that they have a few players on the injury list. We'll take a look at the two teams briefly, and Jude will be walking us through some of the changes that have been made in the two sides. Let's start off with Berekum Chelsea now. They've got a young goalkeeper in goal today, Gregory Obing. We'll tell you a lot more about him. But usual suspects, Harry Aintu, Paul Ajay Atta, George Orenchi, Edward Kodo, Augustine Hene, they all start for Berekum Chelsea today.
Well, for Berekum Chelsea, they keep the same starting 11 players that started against Interallies here in their last game. And you see, they don't want to make any changes here. They won that game by a lone goal. Collins Ameya, the former Kumasi Asante Kotoko player, will be itching for his first game for Chelsea since his contract ended with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And he is alongside Stephen Safo, the former local Black Stars goal poacher, on the substitutes bench.
For Accra Hearts of Oak is the usual suspects. Richmond Ayi in goal. Fatawo will captain the side today, which includes Nuru Sule, William Danchi, who performed creditably in their last match and picked up the MVP. But of course, there's an Umar Manaf missing from the first 11.
Well, of course, Prince, for Hearts of Oak, Coach Kostadin Papic makes one change. It is starting 11 that whipped 11 wonders at the Accra Sports Stadium. Dominic Eshren, the former Karela winger, comes in for the suspended Manaf Umar, the poster boy, who has scored 3 goals this season. He is suspended for this game. Trust me, Prince, no appearance for Nuruddin Aziz, Kojo Obin Jr., Emmanuel Nete, and Mamane Lewali yet for Accra Hearts of Oak. They are not even on the substitutes bench.
And this seems to be a worry for Coach, Costa Papic. He's spoken about this in no uncertain terms. He needs to have stability in the Accra Hearts of Oak lineup. One of his worries is the constant injury situations. That happens to some of his key players match after match. But I also believe that Accra Hearts of Oak are picking up their form that they should have picked up earlier on in the season. And I'm sure that 90 minutes here, we will see such scintillating soccer as my colleague Professor Judah Champon said. But also here with us is a section of the fans who have been singing, drumming and dancing for minutes on end, and they're going to be adding a lot of color and finesse to this afternoon's game.
Well, of course, Prince, I have loved the colorfulness of the Berekum Chelsea supporters here. They've been singing their voice out. They've been dancing on their feet and cheering their club to victory. I hope probably they still cheer them up till 90 minutes.
18 players, these two teams have battled between themselves, and it's been very, very even all through. Accra Hearts of Oak have won 7 of those matches, so have Berekum Chelsea, and 4 of the matches have ended in draws. And so it tells you that battles between these two sides are normally very, very tough matches. 2018, the truncated league was, however, an exception as Berekum Chelsea beat Accra Hearts of Oak by 3 undiluted goals. Stephen Amankona, Brima Mohammed, and a certain Collins Ameya, who's on the bench, got the goals for Berekum Chelsea that day. And ironically, it's the man on the bench, Collins Ameya, who won the most valuable player in that match. But to all intents and purposes, this afternoon's game promises to be a very, very tough one. Because like I said earlier on, Accra Hearts of Oak seem to be occupying quite a position on the league table. Not the best that they could, obviously not number 1. But for Berekum Chelsea, it's been very, very odd. And as Jude rightly said, the loss in that last match against Karela really did them in. We should have seen Berekum Chelsea in the middle table or probably heading towards the top.
Well, of course, Lagos City is compounding their misery by winning by 5 goals to 2 against Ashanti Gold last night. It makes it very difficult and a must-win game for Berekum Chelsea here at the Golden City Park.
And so sit back and relax and let's see what kind of game we can sell for you, at least as far as the first 45 minutes are concerned. And I'm sure that we will not be regretting spending our time here and you spending your time here with us on match day 10 at the Golden City Park in Berekum, where Berekum Chelsea are taking on Accra Hearts of Oak. Berekum Chelsea are sporting the what looks from a close distance a combination of white and black. And Accra Hearts of Oak are sporting their usual rainbow colors, and Accra Hearts of Oak will be playing from left to right. So there we go with the kickoff. Emmanuel Clote kicking us off in this game. Let's see what the first 15 minutes will produce for Paris to Accra Hearts of Oak for them to deal with. Ball is floated and is curling all the way. Nothing happens at all. As a goal kick to Accra Hearts of Oak. Same name on the bench. Stephen Amankona obviously would play one of the leading roles. Accra Hearts of Oak. Foot up. Referee was right there on the spot. And I'm sure it's going to be an indirect free kick. Accra Hearts of Oak in the thick of affairs and expect a two-pronged attack from Accra Hearts of Oak. Efriye Barnier would be partnering Victor Edu as they come.
Fuseni Alpha Abba Adi will whistle for that free kick.
Free kick quickly effected, but nothing comes out of it. That is a free kick advantage to Berekum Chelsea.
Will effect a long throw-in. It's a long throw-in. And Sabote! And Sabote! Great save from Gregory Obinsetre. He couldn't hold it for the first time. Eric Dizan's follow-up. And still Gregory Obinsetre was up to the task. House of Folk on the front foot now. It's still 94 minutes of play. House of Folk! It's been cleared out. Stephen Amankona. Amankona couldn't control. Radio Voka. And referee Fuseni Alpha Ba'ade has whistled for the end of the match here at the Golden City Park. It's Berekum Chelsea 0, Hearts of Oak 0. Stormates here at the Berekum Golden City Park. It's been a wonderful display of tenacity. Great football from Berekum Chelsea. They have been dominant today. They created decent chances here, but couldn't put the ball past Richmond IE imposed for Accra Hearts of Oak. It's been brilliant. It's been intriguing here at the Berekum Golden City Park. Ghana Premier League match day 10. And you could see the president of Berekum Chelsea, Nana Kwame Ketia, walking away from one of our cameras. Seth Hoffman will be a happy man. At least he did not lose to his former club, Accra Hearts of Oak. It's been brilliant display of skills from Berekum Chelsea, even though they did not win here.
And obviously you are not happy with the outcome of the game. What is your impression on this match?
Okay. I would say that my boys are disciplined on the field of play. You could see, as I said, I respect House of Folk. They are my former club. I know all the boys, and these boys, I groomed them. And precisely, Coach Mapit is doing well. The team is doing well, in good shape. As they come, they haven't lost a match. But I draw a tactical play so that they can get their rhythm, the style of midfield option they play. And you could see we mark them boot plus boot. We are on target. Only one shot that they have this 9 minutes. You could see during the duration of 90 minutes. But unfortunately, the luck was not our side to get a goal. All the three first half, the three rebounds, all the chances we get, we blow it away. But let me tell you something. You could see all the 50-50 balls, the 12, the referee gives it to them. So they have the advantage on us. But we put it aside. We have get a point instead of 3 points. We'll go to the drawing board and put it in order so that we can reshuffle our away game against Kinshasa. And I told you, as I've just come through it now, and you can see a lot of changes. As for the supporters, they are all aiming for goals. They are aiming for win. But precisely, we just give thanks to the God. And I just want to give thanks to the Almighty God and the entire management and the entire playing body for their tactical discipline in the game.
Coach, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next up with me, I have the head coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, Costa Papich. Obviously, 90 minutes was not the kind of game that you expected. What were the factors that went into this game for Accra Hearts of Oak?
We tactically changed something because of the ground and the way how we usually play, but that is not the factor. It's looking like my player doesn't want to win this match. I don't know what has happened. We must to talk about it. We must to think about it. What has happened? Looking like they are very happy to play draw, which is not correct, not good. We are not like that. If you want to win the league in this season, you must win the matches. This is not the way. But like I said, we're going to talk about it. But pitch is definitely give us the problem. But problem for us, problem for our opponent. That is meaning is not any kind of excuse. But we will see. I am not happy, not at all. But
well, we can only wish you the very best next time around. Coach, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Okay, now we'll have the most valuable player for this match. From start to finish, his presence was felt on the field. And Ushao, congratulations.